So if you have a side hustle, a business, and it's not where you want it to be, or you want to start a business and you just haven't been able to get it off the ground, I'm going to argue that the most important piece of why that hasn't happened is because your mindset. Whenever you're starting a business or trying to take your business to the next level, you have to have the right mindset to get it going. So I am Ashley. I am a serial entrepreneur. I am a licensed realtor in 2 states. My husband and I own a hair growth company, and that is the business that put us on the map. We were able to make 6 figures in a matter of weeks. And we also run political merchandise on Facebook, as well as publishing YouTube audio books where we are monetized, and we're able to get monetized after 30 days. So I want to take you on the journey of how we manage our income streams, what we do, how we do it, and hopefully it can help you. And so back to mindset, I'm going to argue that most people aren't prepared, and they think they are, to get into business when they start or when they're thinking about starting. I can tell you, when we started our hair growth company, I was 100% unequivocally not prepared for social media. So when we started the business, we ran ads on Facebook and Instagram, and I had no idea the negativity that would come our way. I'm immune to it now because it's been a few years. And so when you're starting a business, you have to be prepared for the hate, the negativity, the complaints from a lot of the customers. And so one of the things that we did to really try to elevate our company to minimize that is we market our product as high end. It's a little more pricey. It's not something that you can just get off the shelf for $9. You know, our products have a higher price point. And one of the reasons is because if you have a higher perceived value, your customers who do purchase are less likely to complain. That's just the reality. They're less likely to ask for refunds because they're more invested. And so that's one of the things that we have done with all of our products. We definitely put a higher perceived value on our price points. And that's just one aspect of, you know, the business mindset. And so another aspect is owning your stuff. So as a business owner, I have heard it all. I have seen it all. I know people who complain. You're going to hear me talk about him all the time. One of my favorite, God rest his soul, self-improvement, self-development speakers is Jim Rohn. And Jim Rohn always talks about his complaint list. And I hear a lot of people who complain about things on this list. He used to say, I used to blame the government. I used to blame taxes. I blame the president. You know, I blame the guy at the gas station. And that's what a lot of people do who have businesses. If things are not going their way, they always look for someone to blame. And if you want to be successful in business, you need to look inwards. You can't blame everybody. Yes, stuff happens that is out of your control and may be the fault of someone else, but instead of seeing it as a negative, you always need to look to see how you can either turn it into a positive or automatically go into solutioning. What is the solution to this problem? How can I get out of it? And a lot of people, and I shouldn't say a lot, so let me take that back. Let me say some business owners, aren't equipped to do that, and they don't have the mindset to do that because they have been conditioned to think negatively. And that's one of the things that I have definitely trained myself. When things aren't going well, I don't blame anyone. My husband and I don't blame anyone. My husband's favorite quote to everyone is, we will figure out a way to make money no matter what president is in office. And now more than ever in this political climate, it's so important to figure out how to take control of your life and your business and not rely on anyone else. My husband likes to say, if you're waiting for the government to give you a handout for your business, you're just going to be waiting. Yes, there are programs out there that are going to help, but you have to figure out how can you get your product, your business in front of the right people. And if something comes along, great. That's a bonus, but don't rely on anyone else to help you or expect. I shouldn't even say rely. Don't expect anyone else to be the foundation to get your business going. And so in terms of mindset, Again, if you are truly looking to be successful, it's you're going to experience, heartache, trials, and tribulations. I can say that there were times, so many times, we had, we were out of labels, out of boxes, and you have to either figure out a way to step up to the plate and reach out to your customers and say, hey, I'm sorry, there's a delay. You're going to get a free gift, or you're going to have to run. There's been times where we had to run 30 miles to go get a product because, our local supplier didn't have it or something like that. And I can say, for our hair growth company, there was a time during COVID, one of the products that we purchased, the one supplier for the big drum, it cost $4,000. Well, after COVID happened, because prices started to go up, it jumped to $7,000. And so I could have sat there and cried and said, oh my gosh, I'm closing up shop. No, I got creative, found another supplier. This supplier was much cheaper, much more better. I love this supplier, and that's who I switched to. So to me, it was a blessing in disguise, because I could have easily said, oh, I'm taking this, paying nearly double what I previously paid, and have to pass that price on to my customers. Or I can get creative, look around, and it was a blessing in disguise. So when you have an opportunistic mindset, you look at things a lot more different. You look at things a lot more positively. And that's one of the things that, as you're going through this journey, as you see the stuff that I do, that my husband and I do, we look at everything with a positive outlook. And right now, I'm going to say, here's my challenge to you. And I'll say, this is one of the things that took us from $0 to hundreds of thousands of dollars in literally a matter of months. Say yes to as many things as possible. So I'm going to say, if you're in a position where you can be open to saying yes to more things and not shutting things out, you're going to see not just yourself transform, but your business transform. And that's one of the things that, I love to tell people. The process, the whole process in the journey of starting a business is meant to be fun. Don't make it a burden. Once it becomes a burden, then you have to either, do an introspection and see if it's actually something that you want to do. So, mindset, you're always going to hear me talk about this as I do my videos. I'm big into spirituality. You can see I have my crystal on. I'm big into law of attraction. So again, if you found this valuable, please make sure you push that like button and subscribe, because again, I'm going to have so much juicy information. Y'all, I'm about to put y'all behind the scenes. Y'all are going to see some of the calls that I make. I have some stuff coming up. Y'all are going to see some of the behind the scenes things that we do for our business. And again, I am going deep into my hair growth company, getting that launch back up. So I want to take you on that journey, because there should be some things that you can implement in your own business. So stay tuned, and I'll see you on the other side. Bye-bye.